just amazes me at the censorship of social media. You know, the First Amendment doesn't mean shit. It really doesn't. The only thing it does mean is for the PC groups and special interest groups. For the average citizen, it doesn't mean anything anymore. I just found out that I was banned again for 29 days on Facebook. And the reason, they said, we do not restore your comment. While this happened, it looks like you shared something that could encourage violence and lead to risk of physical harm or direct threat to public safety. Well, violence and incitement. We do not allow people to share things that could encourage violence and lead to risk of physical harm or direct safety to the public. Okay, now, you had a man being attacked by a pit bull, and he shot and killed a dog. And my quote was, I would have shot the son of a bitch too. Because, and it may upset some of you animals lovers out there, but it's like this. I love dogs just as much as anybody else does. And I've always had a dog, but I'm not gonna be one's chew toy either. Especially when it's a full-grown pit bull and there's 2 or 3 of them. And, you know, Facebook saw fit to ban me for 29 days for threatening someone, you know, and their examples here are language that promotes or encourages serious violence. Well, you see that in just about every video on Facebook. Or every quote that you make, somebody wants to argue with you or threaten you. You know, they think that is threatening someone with death, violence, or serious injury. Since when did a dog become someone? It's an animal. I didn't threaten anybody with anything. If I was going to threaten somebody, I'd tell you it's a threat. I didn't make a threat against anybody. All I did was said I would shoot the son of a bitch too, because if I'm being attacked by a dog, I'm going to defend myself. Especially when there's 2 or 3 pit bulls. And it's not just because it's pit bulls. I would do it with any pack of dogs that's going to attack me. But I got banned for 29 days for that simple comment. Using language that promotes and encourages serious violence. Like I said, we see that every day. And, you know, you've got one on here where a black woman is saying that white people should ask permission to speak. You've got 2 videos on there that's talking about white genocide. You've got one black military group on there that's wanting a country of their own with their own government, and they're walking around with ARs and bulletproof vests. Yet Facebook sees no problem with that. You've got cops being cussed out, threatened, called everything in the book, and Facebook sees no problem with that. You know, sharing instructions on how to make or use weapons for the goals of seriously killing someone. Well, that would fall right in line with the Not Fucking Around Coalition, because they were target practicing and telling people if somebody points a gun at you, you shoot them. They were conducting firearms training. They were completely against the white race, but that's okay. That's all right. You've got other examples out there, or videos that I've got that I could download and I've sent to Facebook several times, and their response is the same, that they find no problem with it violating their policies. But what I do, they find a comment over a dog, and that's good enough for them to ban me for 29 days. See, that's what the Constitution has come down to in this America. In America, we are public enemy number one, and that's plain and simple. You know, Facebook, Zuckerberg can sit before the Congress and lie and not go to jail. So why should anybody else go to jail? Why is there different rules for the rich than there are the poor? Why is there different rules for PC groups and special interest groups than there are the rest of us? That makes the Fourth Amendment also a joke. So there you have the First Amendment and the Fourth Amendment that are both now a joke. Because there is no equal rights. That doesn't exist in America anymore. Your rights depend upon what color your skin is, what sex you are, and how much money you got. And that's just where we're at in America today. And evidently, you know, it's not going to change, not for the better. And to me, I think it's just totally fucking ridiculous. You're going to ban me for 29 days over that comment, but you're going to leave videos up there with people threatening other individuals, threatening law enforcement, threatening, you know, private citizens, making racial slurs, making racial comments, making sexual comments, more or less soliciting prostitution is about what it comes down to. But they don't see any problem with that. That doesn't go against their standards. And I have already released one video, if you look back on it, that proves that they do discriminate. They do censor. But evidently people seem to be all right with it.